Hi everybody, it's Honest John again. In case you haven't noticed, the right has been going crazy over the Supreme Court decision on the Affordable Care Act. It seems that John Rogers was once an extremely conservative justice, but he's turned into a lefty socialist who has conspired with Al Qaeda to take away our freedom. The Constitution is now under fire, and the government is about to send us all to internment camps and gas us to death. What is amazing about all of this hysteria is that there really hasn't been very much change to our healthcare system. The biggest change is that insurance companies can't deny coverage for pre-existing conditions. So yes, you have lost your right to pay your insurance premiums every month and then have your coverage denied on that pretext when you get sick. The horror. Oh, and just maybe you might no longer have the right to lose everything and go into bankruptcy if you have an illness. That's a right we really need to protect. As for the individual mandate, here's how that works. Starting in 214, if you fail to purchase health insurance, you are assessed a penalty by the IRS for a grand total of $92, which the IRS can't even force you to pay. Oh, that's a terrible infringement on your freedom. And the Supreme Court has ruled that the states can't be forced to expand Medicaid, but the federal government can still offer it to the states, and the feds will foot 100% of the bill for the first 3 years and 90% after that. Now, some Republican governors are saying that they won't accept it. They won't accept that 100% of the money to expand their Medicaid system. They want to protect the rights of their citizens to not have insurance coverage. How dare the federal government not force the states to provide insurance at no cost to the state for their citizens? This is a real and obvious threat. Actually, these changes will help prop up our failing healthcare system for a lot longer than it would if we left it alone. Ultimately, it still will fail, but now that failure is sometime down in the future. Here's the funny thing. I've traveled a lot. I've been to a lot of the countries where the government actually provides health care. Canada, England, Japan, Germany, etc. And you know what? The people of those countries don't seem to realize how oppressed they are. They go to doctors and hospitals and get their medicine and treatment and go home smiling, not worrying about the bill. And they don't seem to realize that they have lost their precious freedom to not be treated for their illness. Oddly enough, the people who are all upset about more people getting health care were not bothered at all when our government decided it had the right to torture people or to imprison people without any recourse to our legal system, or the right to eavesdrop on our private conversations. All the things that governments actually do when they really want to oppress their citizens. I mean, you don't hear a peep from the Tea Party or Fox News or any right-wing politicians about that. They're all for it. But how dare the government interfere with the right of cancer to ravage my body and condemn me to a horrible and painful death? Now that is tyranny. Thanks for listening.